What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today's Thursday, December the 21st. We got 8 games on today's schedule. As usual, we're going to break every single game down, do some analysis, try to find an edge, and come up with some winners. Hopefully, guys, things turn around for us today. Last couple of days have been rough. Had a tough time getting a read on the games both yesterday and the day before. Very tough cards, even though yesterday we did have 11 games, a lot to choose from. But I just wasn't really there, really hot on any one of the games. As you can tell from the strength index, guys, in the videos, the little stars that I put under each play, I don't think I've had a 3-star, 4 or 5-star play in each of the last 2 days. Very tough games to handicap. Let's see if we can turn things around tonight, come up with some winners and make some money. There are a couple of games that have caught my eye. Hopefully we get something good cooking today. So, guys, with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Get right into the action and see if we can make some money. Let's go. In our first game of the night, we've got the Utah Jazz and Detroit taking on the Pistons. The Utah Jazz 10-18 on the year. 3 wins in their last 5 games. You can't call it an uptrend. But on the road, guys, they're just 2-13. They were in action last night in Cleveland. 8-point loss for Utah. It doesn't look that bad losing to Cleveland on the road. But Cleveland, guys, was playing without 3 starters. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley. Utah could not capitalize, get the job done. Another loss for them on the road. Tonight, second night of a back-to-back. Jordan Clarkson has missed the team's last 4 or 5 games. Not expected to play tonight. He's already been ruled out. Lauri Markkanen, got to keep an eye on him. He's not on the injury report, but they did hold him out on the previous back-to-back that the team played. He was recently out with a hamstring injury. He's not on the injury report. As of now, should play in tonight's game. The Detroit Pistons, 2-25, 24-game losing streak. Obviously, the worst team in basketball. 1-point line here, guys. It is very short. What better opportunity than now for Detroit to get on the board, snap out of that streak? I'm going to pick him here with the +1. I'm only going to put 1 star behind this play, though, guys. For those of you that watch my videos know I gave up on the Pistons. I'm not going to be a chaser anymore. Tonight could be the night that they do it, though. Not with my money, though. For those of you guys betting on this game, good luck. Can go either way. But the short line, guys, does kind of indicate that Detroit might snap out of the streak. Let's take the Pistons here, +1, just 1 star, though. In our next matchup, we got the Pelicans and Cleveland taking on the Cavs. The Pelicans, 16-12 on the year, 4 wins in their last 5 games. Overall, are uptrending, but coming off a very devastating home loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. They were up by 24 points, I think, in that game. Ja Morant and Memphis came all the way back, gave the Pelicans a 2-point loss. Very bad home loss for New Orleans. To make things worse, guys, tonight the injury report looks stacked. 3 players listed as questionable with an illness. Herb Jones, Jonas Valanciunas, and Zion Williamson. Obviously, 3 very important players for the Pelicans. The reason for this, a short line. The Cavs, they are currently 16-12 on the year. These teams do have identical records. They've won 3 straight games. Were in action last night, like I mentioned earlier, at home against Utah. Big win for Cleveland by 8. They were playing without 3 of their starters. The rest of the guys put things together, got a nice win last night in that game against Utah. Tonight, Donovan Mitchell listed as questionable. He was out yesterday with an illness. Don't know if he's going to be ready to come back tonight. This line does kind of indicate that he probably will, even though New Orleans will most likely be missing 3 of their top players. I don't think this line would have been this short if Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing. We got to monitor his status, guys. If he comes back, I expect this line to flip. Cleveland will probably become a short, I'm guessing, a 1-point favorite. In that case, guys, I will take the Pelicans. I am still leaning here, guys, with New Orleans. I'm only going to put 1 star behind this play, though. As of now, until we get more clarity on the Donovan Mitchell situation, see what the line reaction is, I'm going to update this a little bit later, closer towards tip-off. But my lead in this game, New Orleans with the money line. Up next, we got San Antonio Spurs and Chicago taking on the Bulls. The Spurs, 4-22 on the year, just 1 win in their last 5 games. Last game against the Milwaukee Bucks, 13-point loss on the road. They were 16.5-point dogs, managed to keep it within the number. Victor Wembanyama did not play in the game with a sore ankle. Is expected to play tonight, listed as probable. The Chicago Bulls, red-hot Chicago Bulls, guys, 12-17 on the year, have won 3 of their last 5. 2-game winning streak against Philly on the road, and they just backed that up with a win last night against the Lakers. A big win, 16-point win against the Lakers at home yesterday, coming into this game with momentum. Zach LaVine still missing, guys. He's still a couple games away. Chicago Bulls playing a lot better, though, without him. Now in this ball game, guys, 4.5-point line. Looks a little short in my opinion. I had it estimated at 5. It is the second night of back-to-back for Chicago, but no travel for the Bulls guys. The Chicago Bulls guys usually, a general characteristic of this team is they play very well at home against elite competition, play down to the competition when they play against weak teams. San Antonio, obviously one of the weaker teams in the league. I would not be surprised if San Antonio pulled off an upset here and a surprise. I'm going to take him here with the plus 4.5. I'm going to put 2 stars behind this play because, of course, it is the San Antonio Spurs. If this was any other team, the lineup was like this, one of the weaker teams, probably would throw an extra star or 2 behind this. But I think San Antonio has a good chance of coming in here and pulling off an upset. Let's take the Spurs here with the plus 4.5. Up next, we got the Indiana Pacers in Memphis taking on the Grizzlies. The Pacers 14-12 on the year, 1 win in their last 5 games. That came last night against Charlotte Hornets. Big 144-113 win for them. Put up big numbers. The run and gun Pacers looked sharp last night. No new injuries to report. Everyone should be available from yesterday's game. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're 7-19 on the year. Snapped a 6-game losing streak. And John Morant's return to action. Buzzer beater in New Orleans for John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. This guy is, man, he's hardcore. He kind of reminds me, guys, of he's a modern day Allen Iverson. I remember Allen Iverson back in the day when he took the Sixers all the way to the NBA Finals. Without Allen Iverson, I don't even think the Sixers would have made the playoffs. This is very similar here with the Memphis Grizzlies. We've seen they've been struggling without him. With him playing, they were getting a road win in New Orleans tonight, favored by 2.5. Now, in the end of that game, guys, John Morant in his post-game interview, he did say that they were pumping oxygen into him so he'd be able to finish out the game. It is still a bit early. He's been out. He hasn't played, like he mentioned, in 8 months. That's a lot, guys. The NBA game is a lot different than practice. He has been practicing. And I think it is going to take him a few games to get his wind under him. Now, the Pacers, not a good matchup for Memphis. Run and gun basketball. If you're struggling for oxygen with the Pelicans, what's going to happen tonight with the Pacers? Guys, in my opinion, I think it is still a bit early for the Memphis Grizzlies to start breaking out and to start racking up some wins. I'm going to take the Pacers here tonight with the plus 2.5, and I'm going to throw 3 stars behind this play. There's a very high probability this is going to be my play of the game. I think the Pacers run and gun style will be a problem for Memphis tonight. Let's take the Pacers here plus the points. Up next, we got the Orlando Magic in Milwaukee taking on the Bucks. The Orlando Magic 16-10 on the year, have lost 3 straight games, guys. 3 straight games that they have not really been competitive in. Lost to the Celtics twice by double digits, and last night a bad home loss to the Miami Heat by 9. The game wasn't as close as that final score indicates. Miami actually took a 20-plus point lead just in garbage time. Orlando managed to make the score semi-respectable. Have been struggling, guys. The Orlando Magic 16-10 now on the year. The Milwaukee Bucks, they're 20-7 on a 5-game winning streak, playing very good basketball. Seem to have got stuff together. Big wins in their last ones. Of course, not against the best competition, against Detroit, Houston, and San Antonio. All those games at home. Nevertheless, they are W's. The team is playing great. Tonight on the injury report, we see Giannis listed as questionable with the foot strain. Obviously, we do have to wait to see if he's going to be in or out. This line does kind of indicate that he probably will be playing. If he doesn't, this line will drop sharply, probably to maybe a 4 or 3.5 for Milwaukee. It doesn't matter. In any case, I am going to take Milwaukee here. I got them with the -7. Just a 1-star play, though, until we get more clarity on Giannis' situation, see what the line movement's going to be if he gets ruled out. But like I said, the Orlando Magic has 3 straight losses on a downtrend, not playing well. And second night of back-to-back. Let's take Milwaukee here, minus the points. In our next matchup, we got the LA Clippers in Oklahoma City taking on the Thunder. The Clippers, the hottest team in the NBA, currently 17-10 on the year on a 9-game winning streak, have climbed all the way up to 4th place in the West. Were in action last night against the Mavs. Picked up a 9-point win in that game. Another good performance for the LA Clippers. We're playing without Paul George. He was out with an illness, listed as questionable again tonight. He was listed as questionable yesterday, did not play. There are chances, guys, that he comes back in this game to play against his old team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Got to check his status. The OKC Thunder, 17-8 on the year, 4 wins their last 5 games, uptrending, playing very good. Rested, a younger team, guys, than the LA Clippers. Second night of back-to-back for LA. I'm going to lay here the points here with Oklahoma. I'm going to put just 1 star behind this though until we get a little more clarity on Paul George's stats. Got to see what the line is going to look like closer towards tip-off. I'm going to have to update this a little bit later when we get more clarity on Paul George's status. But the lean right now, guys, is on the Thunder minus the points. In our next matchup, we've got the LA Lakers in Minnesota taking on the Timberwolves. The Lakers, they are 15-13 on the year. Just 1 win in their last 5 games, obviously on a downtrend. We're in action last night against the Bulls on the road. 16-point loss. Pretty much a wire-to-wire loss for the LA Lakers. Just 5-10 on the road, not playing well away from their home arena. Nothing new to report on the injury front. Everyone should be available, even though Anthony Davis did kind of tweak his leg in that game against the Bulls. Continued playing. He's not on the injury report, so I'm assuming that he's going to play again tonight. The Minnesota Timberwolves, 20-6 on the year, first place in the West. 3 wins in their last 5 games. Coming off a loss last night in Philly by 14. We're competitive throughout, guys, but at the end, Philly made a big surge, ended up giving them a 14-point loss. The game was a lot closer, actually, than that final score indicates. Minnesota Timberwolves at home, 11-1, one of the strongest teams in all the NBA. Do have the advantage, guys, in this spot. They are younger. Both teams are on the second night of back-to-back. The Lakers not playing well on the road. I'm going to take the Timberwolves here. With the -6, I'm going to put 2 stars behind this play. And in our last game of the night, we've got the Washington Wizards in Portland taking on the Blazers. The Wizards 4-22 on the year, 2-14 on the road, just 1 win in their last 5 games. They're permanently on a downtrend. The Washington Wizards. The Portland Trail Blazers 7-19 on the year, 1 win in their last 5. Picked up a nice win against the Phoenix Suns, a 7.5-point dogs in their last game at home, 109-104 straight up win for Portland, who are pretty much at full strength, missing only Shaedon Sharpe. He injured himself in the first half of that game against Phoenix, will not be in action tonight. And Robert Williams, we know he's going to be out all year. Over here, you see the Blazers favored by 4. I cannot lay these many points on Portland. I'm having a lot of trouble betting on Washington in any game either. They're just 4-point dogs here. But I'm going to take a shot here, guys. 2 garbage teams going at each other. Just take the points. I'm only going to put 1 star behind this play. I'm telling you guys from now, I will not be putting a single dime on this game. For those of you that do, good luck. Last game of today's schedule, Washington at Portland. And this is what I got for you guys today on this Thursday, December the 21st. 8 games. We broke each one of them down, did analysis, got our picks, and we are ready to go. Guys, out of these 8 games, the 2 games that I'm really looking at, my play of the day will most likely be the Indiana Pacers plus the points. I'm also looking at the garbage San Antonio Spurs. I think this line is short. Like I said, Chicago does play down to the competition when they play against weak teams at home. I'm looking at these 2 games. Indiana will probably be my best bet of the day, but I will make it official about an hour before tip-off. Down as a pinned comment on this video, also on my Twitter, at Pick'emNBA Bets. And that, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up right here. These are my thoughts and my plays for today. I'm going to wish you guys good luck on your plays, and I will see you again in tomorrow's video, guys. Have a good one. Later.